Guys, in this video, we're going to talk about the Texas plumbing license and how to become a journeyman plumber, and we're going to talk about it right now. I'm Roger Wakefield, lead AP, the expert plumber. I've been plumbing over 38 years, and I have every master endorsement in the state of Texas. On this channel, I'm teaching you everything you need to know about plumbing. If you haven't been here before, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. So to get your plumbing license in Texas, you have to start out as an apprentice. Now, if you're just going to work residential, you can do what they call a tradesman license. Now, a tradesman license only has to have 4,000 hours, and I'm going to talk about that in another video, but most plumbers in Texas want to get their journeyman license. The reason being is a journeyman plumber in Texas, you can actually work on any building, meaning you can work on a commercial project, you are considered a plumber. And as a residential plumber, you can do anything. Now, as a tradesman, you still can, but as a journeyman plumber, that shows a homeowner or a company owner that you've put in the hours, you've put in the time, you've put in what it takes to get your plumbing license, and it'll help you go further. So to become a journeyman, you start out as an apprentice. Like I said, you can do the tradesman, or you can go straight to your journeyman exam. Now, your journeyman exam, you can take after you submit your application. You have 8,000 hours working in the trade. You've got to have your ID, your diploma, proof of citizenship, work history, supplemental criminal history form, depending on what you've done or what's happened. If you go through a Department of Labor training program, you don't have to do any of the other training. Now, the other training is 2 6-hour continuing education classes, 1 10-hour OSHA class, 1 8-hour code class, and 1 18-hour commercial code class. Now, commercial codes, all big commercial jobs. So the codes are a little bit different. The work's a little bit different. There's a lot about it that's different. When you get your journeyman license in Texas, you are very well-rounded. Now, like I said, if you go through a DOL training program, you're going to get all that. That's going to be part of the program. You don't have to do any of the other things. Once you reach your hours, you send in your paperwork and you get scheduled for your journeyman exam. Your journeyman exam is going to be a written exam and a practical exam. The written exam is going to cover everything from, code, pipe sizing, safety, OSHA, this and that. The practical is what really separates us apart. Because for the practical exam, you're going to cut pipe, you're going to solder, you're going to cut and thread pipe, you're going to figure an offset, you're going to adjust a burner. There's a lot of things that you're going to do when you get into the back in Austin. Right now, we actually go to Austin, we take our written exam, and we take our practical exam. I love that. I love the fact that we go down to Austin, Texas to take our exam. It's like a rite of passage. Now, right now, and actually I'll find out more about it later this week, but right now, the state of Texas is trying to change things and make it where right now there's no license required. I really don't think that's going to happen, but it's a possibility. So you might check back later or watch some of these other videos that I've got to show you what's going on, because I talk about it a lot. When you get ready to send in your paperwork, you're going to get all that stuff together that I told you, or copies of it. You're going to send it in with your application and $40. Send in a money order, but send them their $40. That's your test application fee. So send in that money. Then when they give you a date, I recommend going down the night before, get a hotel room somewhere away from 6th Street. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but don't stay on it. Stay somewhere away from 6th Street, get you some rest, get up early, go eat a good breakfast, study anything that you think you may not know 100%, then walk in, take your test, and you'll do well. And watch some of my other videos, because I tell people all the time, look, study the study guide. I recommend the UPC study guide. I've actually got a video where I tell people exactly how I use it to study. But you've got the IPC study guide. You've got the UPC study guide. Make sure when you go to Austin, you've studied, you're prepared, and you're ready to walk in, take that test. After that, congratulations. Guys, if you do these things and you do these things right, and you've studied and you are prepared when you go down, you are going to pass your journeyman exam. Now when you get ready to go back for your med gas, your master's, or your water supply protection specialist, or your multi-purpose residential fire protection system, always study, always be prepared, and always make sure you know when you walk in, you're there to take a test and you're ready for it. Like I said, walking out of the Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners in Austin, Texas is like a rite of passage. Guys, I love it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. If you've already been down, you've already taken your test, leave a comment down below. Am I right about these things? Studying for your plumbing exam is huge. Make sure you do it right, and you'll be ready. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the Expert Plumber, and I'll see you on the next video if you don't get flushed.